Of tension and drama and nerves gets underway. What is the key to dealing with those nerves, delivering the performance you need and getting the result you want?
Focus on us. This has to be the main target, the main point, because we depends on us, and just try to, play the game, do the things that we have done all season, and try to win the game.
Have you really stressed that to the players then? Worry about us, no minds wandering to Villa, no minds wandering to Newcastle, and even on the bench, I guess on the bench you keep half an eye on what's going on elsewhere?
No. I told them during the week, I remind them this morning, but I think at this stage of the season we are quite lucky, or we have the privilege to depend on us, so we don't need to watch the other one now. In case we are not winning and we are not able to win, we need to hope from the other one, but the focus has to be on us, and the plan is no one on the bench with the mobile.
Yeah. Okay. What would it mean to achieve Champions League football? Enzo, you've been up there all season, young side, feels like maybe a bit more pressure on because it's Chelsea than the others have, so what would it mean to get over the line?
A huge boost, I think, for everyone. For the fans, that finally the club is again there, for the club that we are chasing that, for the players, for all of us. As you said, we have been there all season. Hopefully we can finish in the best way and have a nice day.
Good luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. I think he has a nice day indeed. Enzo Maresca says the focus will firmly be on.
Well, Nuno, by and large, you've managed to smile your way through this Champions League challenge. How determined are you now, with one game to go, to enjoy what's ahead of you, no matter the stakes?
Determined to play a good game. Me and all the players. Enjoying the game, but competing well. That's the priority.
Okay, so what's the key to performing well today?
Be a good team. Be a good team. A team that is compact, that is brave, that is dominant, that plays good.
You talked in your pre-match press conference about taking the what-ifs away from your players. Is that really important, that the minds don't wander to what might happen, what Villa are up to, what Newcastle are up to? Pure focus on the job Nottingham Forest have to do.
That will be perfect. We know that is very hard, but that will be perfect. To only stick to the task, play the game, ignore what's going outside, but that's not the reality, so we have to try and shield the team and not.
So you'll come out soon, I'm sure, to a big roar. You get a really special rendition of Mull of Kintyre. There'll be a load of energy then. How important is it that you use that and start the match well?
Very important, very important. The energy of the crowd, the fans, the support they're going to give us, put it in the pitch so we can together enjoy the game.
Good luck. For Chelsea, there and thereabouts all season. Enzo Maresca's side just finding that little bit extra when it really mattered on this tense final day in the second half, which we said would count for so much. Miss out. Newcastle beaten at home by Everton, but the celebrations tell you everything, because despite that result, they have qualified for the Champions League for the second time in 3 seasons, capping an extraordinary season that's also seen them win their first domestic trophy for 70 years. Carabao Cup winners and back in the Champions League, despite losing at home to Everton on this final day. Other than that, Kevin De Bruyne's last hurrah and City got the job done. Victory at Fulham. It's farewell to one of the Premier League's great servants, Kevin De Bruyne. He will be missed by City. He will be missed by every football fan watching on. It's sent off before half-time. A big decision went against them when they were 1-0 down. Morgan Rogers thought it equalised, but Manchester United managed to win that game by 2-0. Chelsea, though, celebrating thanks to Levi Colwell's goal. And here he is with Patrick Davison.
Levi, many congratulations. Look at those Chelsea fans. How does it look?
Amazing. This is the best thing I've ever seen. We grinded out today. We've grinded the whole season for them fans there, and we hope they're happy and get to see Champions League next season.
And what does it mean to you to get the goal? I mean, you've been at Chelsea since what, under 9?
Yeah, it means everything. When I scored, I couldn't lose all my composure. I had to stay calm because we still had 40 minutes left to play. But yeah, it just means everything that the boys have worked hard and got their rewards.
So as I said, you know Chelsea. You're a Chelsea boy. Do you think you've shown a lot of old school Chelsea qualities in the last few weeks? A lot of maturity, a lot of resilience, a lot of clean sheets?
Yeah, definitely. What I got taught in academy is to fight. You know, you got to fight to be the best, and that's what me and the team have been doing. You know, the back four, the whole team, they're trying to get these clean sheets to win, and that's what we've done today.
How nervy a day was it? Were you aware of what was happening elsewhere, and how were you this morning before it all got going?
Yeah, I was calm. It was pretty simple. We had to win. There's no two ways about it, and we knew it was going to be a tough game, a hard atmosphere, but we done it, and we're proud of it ourselves.
What will it do? What will it mean for this young Chelsea side?
We're back as a club. We're back where we should be. We've always meant to be a Champions League club, so we're happy to be back. And for the boys, we get to prove ourselves. You know, everyone's been talking a lot of shit about us this season, but we've done it.
Would you like to stop talking to me and go and join the celebrations?
Yeah, I'm missing out.
Scored goals, gets assists. He's grown in terms of leadership, in terms of continuing to push himself. He's bringing on the younger players through the academy, not just the academy.
But the party has just about got underway inside that Liverpool dressing room.
From the penalty spot, and it is farewell to Kevin De Bruyne. City's play secure. They finish third. Chelsea in fourth. And look at Enzo Maresca's reaction after Levi Colwill scored the only goal of the game at the City ground. So Forest miss out. It's the Conference League for them, the Champions League again for Chelsea. Newcastle also in the Champions League next season, despite being beaten by...
Well, Enzo, first of all, congratulations. A place in the Champions League. Just tell us how...
Especially for the players, because they all deserve to play in the best European competition, that is the Champions League. And yeah, and we did it. Happy.
And tell me about today's performance that got you over the line, one that seemed full of grit, determination.
Yeah, the effort was fantastic. Probably everyone was waiting for us to drop points, but we didn't need the rest to drop points. We did our job, we did our business. That was to win the game, and yeah, happy with the achievement.
I know it was in your own hands coming into today, but how did you sort of keep the pressure off the players and keep them relaxed in the build-up?
Just to prepare the game in the way we have been. We prepare all season. This was a very tough stadium environment. City lost here. Liverpool drew, Arsenal drew, so we knew that was very difficult, but we came here, we did our job, we won the game, and we are happy.
When you cast your mind back to the very start, the home game at the start of the season, and then you look at the young squad and the players that you've blooded throughout the season, how much pride do you have in this squad, and have even you been surprised by how mature they've been very quickly?
Not surprised, because I can see them day by day. And they didn't surprise me. I know that they are professional, they are mature. It's just the noise from outside, from all the ones that they have the truth and they have the answer for everything, that they were saying that this group is too young, we were not ready. But the players, they did their job, they showed that, and it's important.
Of course, before the Club World Cup, you have one more big job left to do. Tell us about Wednesday. What's the feeling now? Does this only help the mood before Wednesday?
For sure, the mood will be better. But with the mood, you are not going to win the game. You need more things, and hopefully we can give to our fans another trophy.
I have to adjust a few things, and yeah, we know how tough it is at the end of the season, especially with the squad that we have and where the state of some players are. And on top of that, I have to play Newcastle, which they were in big form, but very happy with the results.
Was there a bit of similarity to Anfield, where the first half you weren't at your best, but you were much better after the break? Is that fair?
Yeah, we were much better in the second half. I think we produced a game that it was suited much more than what we did in the first half, and overall a good afternoon.
Can I ask you what you changed at half-time that meant that you were so much better after the break?
Well, a few things we have to tweak, especially on the high press, a few things that were going really against us and exposing of every time we let them play through those, especially through the middle. And with the ball as well, the way they were jumping, then they changed it to a back four, but some adjustment to make sure that we could have more advantages and more threat.
Another fabulous goal from Declan. He's really added that to his game this season. How big a weapon is it to have a midfielder like that?
Yeah, I think especially in the last part of the season, he's been exceptional. I think he's grown in big matches. He's turning up. He's winning matches now. He's scoring goals. I think his stats again are a little bit better than last season, and there's still an immense room to improvement. And I think he recognises that.
I know you wanted a trophy this season, but you've got Champions League football guaranteed now. Can you take satisfaction from that?
Yeah, well, we had a clear dream. It was to deliver a big trophy this season to our people. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to do it, understanding the circumstances that we've been through. But at the same, make sure that chasing a dream doesn't confuse you and doesn't allow you to see all the incredible things this football club is doing, this team is doing, and recognize what this players have done in other circumstances. Because I've seen a lot of teams finishing 8th, 10th, 16th, when they had quite smaller issues than what we had, and I have to value that. I have to value what we've done in the Champions League as well. But yeah, be unsatisfied because we want much more.
Just finally, I was going to say, so you can still take the positives despite the disappointment of falling short on the trophy front?
Well, I know, because I've been every single day dealing with all the problems that we had throughout the season. Today we had another 3 problems. It's been like that for 10 months, not for 2 weeks. And normally what happens, especially when the expectations are so high, is you just collapsed. And this thing hasn't collapsed because it's so ingrained.
Trophy lift here as recently as 2020, but one crucial ingredient was missing back then: these fans. Most of those supporters weren't even born the last time this kind of thing happened. Liverpool received the trophy on the Anfield pitch. The man who received it then, Alan Hansen, gives it to the current captain, Virgil van Dijk. And together, the Liverpool players and the Liverpool fans celebrate the Premier League title.